Hey there, welcome back to another review. And this time I'm talking about a gigantic piece of shit called Showdown in Manila. Might as well be Showdown in Footzilla. This was part of a package that a very nice guy named Till from Germany sent me. And he sent me a lot of great stuff in that package. For example, Crying Freeman, Steelbook Blu-ray with Mark Dacascos, who is not only in this film, but he directed it. This is a good film. Mark Dacascos has made a couple good films. I love Drive with him and Kadeem Hardison, done on a very low budget of like 2-3 million, and that film is fantastic. Drive deserves a Blu-ray. Mark Dacascos and Kadeem Hardison do a great job having a back and forth with each other, insane action, set pieces, stunts. Steve Wayne, the director, did a beautiful job with that film. This film, really good stuff in this. Mark Dacascos gives a solid performance, satisfying ending, some good action scenes, especially at the end, some nice visual touches by the director. I even don't mind the Predator ripoff he did called DNA. Yeah, I mean, I have issues with the film, but for what it is, hey, it's Mark Dacascos and a low-budget, cheap Predator ripoff. I've seen much worse movies. I can watch DNA for what it is. Again, it has its flaws, but I can watch it. Now, this film has people like Olivier Gruner. I enjoy Olivier Gruner. Angel Town, fun film. This is also part of Till's package. Great flick. I've seen this film on DVD back in the day. Glad to have it on Blu-ray thanks to him. Nemesis, I love that film. Automatic, wish that film got a Blu-ray. Great flick, Automatic. Low budget, direct-to-video film in the 90s, but Automatic is a fun, die-hard type of flick where Olivier Gruner plays I don't want to say cyborg, but sort of an android. He is an android, and it becomes a die-hard type of movie. For a low budget, it's a fun film, in my opinion. See, I'm bringing all these films up because someone could say, well, Matt, you can't be too harsh on this because it's a low-budget movie. All of these films I'm mentioning are low-budget films as well. Nemesis, Automatic, Angel Town. This is a low-budget film, but it's a good film. This was a low-budget film, but it's a good film. Drive with Mark Dacascos, low-budget film, but a good film. Hell, this has Cynthia Rothrock. You know what else she was in? No Retreat, No Surrender 2, which is a lot better and more entertaining than this film, and that's a low-budget film. Some of these films have flaws, sure, but there's a reason why this film gets like a 2.9 on IMDb. There's a damn good reason. First off, this cover is a flat-out lie. It makes it seem like Terry Haruki Tagawa is part of this team when he's the villain. Mark Dacascos never wears his uniform and never carries a gun. He never shoots a gun in this movie. So, I mean, even the cover is a fucking lie. And the fact that this has a fucking Blu-ray, but Drive with Mark Dacascos doesn't. Automatic with Olivier Gruner doesn't have a Blu-ray, but this piece of shit does. Come on, man. Why is it so? It's not that bad. Again, there's a good reason why this gets a 2.9 IMDb. This is Mark Dacascos. Not only does he have a role, but he directed the film. And if this is how he directs, then he should never direct again. Hate to say it. He should never direct again. Just the fact that he directed this film and looked at the final product and said, okay, we're done. Are you fucking serious? Really? One of the big problems is this guy right here, some Russian bodybuilder named Alexander Nevsky. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I went, oh, lo and behold, he's one of the motherfucking producers. In fact, he's sort of the main producer. And there's a couple people who are executive producers, but he's the main producer. So, I wonder, let me put my brain power on. I'm going to guess, I could be wrong, but I'm going to guess he came up with the money or the funding, or somehow he was the reason why this film got made. So he's like, hey, I get to be the star of the film, which was one of the film's biggest mistakes. Because literally, over half this film, I would say 2/3 of this film, is just a buddy movie with Alexander Nevsky and Casper Van Dien. This is a flick that you tout as having Olivier Gruner and Don the Dragon Wilson and Cynthia Rothrock, Matthias Hughes, this guy here from My Come in Peace, another great film. Unlike this one. Terihayuki Tagawa, who's in Showdown Little Tokyo. He was in Mortal Kombat. Speaking of Showdown Little Tokyo, Tia Carrera being in the film. Like, all these other people. And most of the film is Alexander Nevsky and Casper Van Dien. And that's a whole heaping of shit. The action is boring, it's lame, it's routine, with no energy, no life, and no adrenaline. This movie is an hour and 29 minutes long. If you take out the end credits, like an hour and 24, and of that hour and 24 minutes, most of these people don't show up until like 53 minutes in the fucking film. The first 53 minutes, you want to know what happens? This guy here, Alexander Nevsky, is doing his impersonation of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's doing a bad job at it. Because he's trying to copy Arnold's mannerisms, his speech patterns, and he does a piss poor job. I'm sorry, this guy's not a star. Yeah, great, you want to be in movies and you want to be a star. You're not a star. You don't have the presence, you don't have the talent, you don't have anything. Your fight scenes are boring, stilted, and you're like the unmovable object. Your punches look like much of... I've seen kids give better punches than this guy. His fight scenes are dull and devoid of any amount of energy, friction, velocity, or adrenaline pumping. It's like this guy, you can tell he is not used to doing fight scenes. If he is, then he must have been having a bad day every day on the making of this film. And the fact that Mark Dacascos directed this and he went, print? Are you kidding me? Or was his arm stuck with this guy? Oh well. But there's other problems, but he's the biggest one. And you don't give a fuck about his character. You don't give a fuck about Alexander Nevsky trying to be Arnold and failing. So he's in this operation. He's part of the police. They go in. Shit hits the fan. A gun battle ensues. Incredibly boring gun battle. I swear there's one bad guy that is right behind another bad guy. Like, here's a bad guy behind a crate, and then here's a crate and another bad guy, and that guy's like shooting. And the way he's shooting, it should kill his fellow bad guy in front of him, but it doesn't because of, I hate to say it, piss poor direction on Mark's part. I'm sorry, man. This is not a good resume of your direction. It really isn't. Nothing about this has any impact, any thrills, any visceralness. There's one of his men that he's trying to help out, and they're going into an open door, but the open door is so bright, I thought they were going to heaven. That's how bright the fucking door, like the open door was. It looked like they were going to heaven. Except we all went to fucking hell. And they get there, they're on top, like they're on a roof or something, and the bad guys are Matthias Hughes from I Come in Peace and Teriyuki Tagawa from Showdown Low Tokyo Mortal Kombat. Terry Tagawa, he seems like he doesn't want to be there. He barely has any lines in the film. Matthias Hughes has even less lines. They just stand there looking bored. They shoot the shit out of his buddy, and then they shoot the shit out of him. And like he gets shot, but he shows no emotion, no pain. No, it's like, even though he's alive, but that's how he is. I'm like, you know when bullets hit you, you do feel something called pain, right? Pain 101. You do knew that? Pinch yourself, then you'll know what pain is. You know what that thing called pain? Even Arnold, when he got his arm fucked up in Predator, Arnold, people make fun of Arnold's acting. Arnold's a good actor. When you look at fucking people like this, it shows you that Arnold is a good actor. Just like, if you want to call him a bad actor, no. You look at this guy here, that's a bad actor. And he got another fucking movie after this. And that movie, he stars in it, and you have like Eric Roberts and Tom Arnold and William Baldwin and Bai Ling and Kelly Hu and Mark Dacascos again. Did this guy like get some naked pictures of you? Or some horrible things you were doing while you were on Iron Chef? Like you fucking a tomato? Or some kind of pictures to force you to do? Like direct this film? And he didn't direct the other film. He just was a co-star. Oh, Mark Dacascos, if you want to know how he is in the film, he's in the film for less than 2 minutes and then gets killed. But I'll get to that. So after he gets shot up with no emotion, he's in a hospital bed. His captain's like, oh, hey, I'll talk to you later. Then the guy above the captain is saying someone needs to take the fall. It'll be that guy. And then the two of them have this over-the-top acting moment. What? Really? Huh? Stand down. And then Nevsky goes, I forget the character's name. I'll just call him Nevsky. Alexander Nevsky. It's okay. I will take the hit. You know, I'll take the blame. It's sometime later. There's Mark Dacascos with Tia Carrera on some chairs, lawn chairs, relaxing. Tia Carrera I like. I don't know what happened to her. I hope she's not on Botox. I really hope not. Because she just looked off. I can't quite say what it is, but she just looked off. I don't know what it is. But they're talking. Mark sees Matthias Hughes and Terry Tagawa. Runs off. He has a little scuffle with a couple guys where he jumps and punches one guy. He kind of forces one guy so his eye gets stabbed on a fork. Which is okay. But by the time I blinked, it was done. He went off somewhere else and then got stabbed by Terry Tagawa. And then Tia Carrera gets there and dies in Tia Carrera's arms. I'm like, wow, Mark was in the film. I guess because he was directing, so he's like, well, I can only be in the film for less than 2 minutes. Really? And even like the fight scenes he had wasn't much. I mean, you do see better stuff on TV shows, to be blunt and honest. And the main focus is Casper Van Dien and this Russian guy, Nevsky, as private investigators. And just the dialogue with private investigators, not Terminators. Oh yeah, referencing Terminator because this guy wants to be Arnold so fucking badly. Sorry, you're not. They're hired by Tia Carrera to find who killed her husband, Mark Dacascos. And again, for this whole 53 minutes, the rest of that is them looking for info, showing the sketch. They're getting the scuffle with these guys that are nothing. Nevsky pretty much like, punch, guy knocked down. Punch, guy knocked down. Casper can't fight. His character, that's sort of part of his character that he can't fight, so the big guy has to fight for him. And yeah, I hate to, Casper Van Dien, I'm not a big fan of, but he's actually one of the decent parts of the film. Not because of the dialogue he's giving, because he's giving some shitty dialogue. Like, I don't speak Wooty, Chewbacca. And he says that to Nevsky. But when Casper Van Dien is one of the better parts of your movie, you know you're in for shit. But to be honest, I don't think he was that bad of an actor in this film. He just, the script, who wrote this fucking script? Craig Hammond? I don't know, maybe he wrote the script, but they fucked it up in the direction and acting. I don't know. I wasn't there. And then nothing much happens. These two guys, I don't give a shit about these characters. You get all these other people, like Mark Dacascos, he has more time with a gun on the cover than he does in the movie. Because he never carries a gun in the movie. Like, Olivia Gruner, again, Don the Dragon Wilson, Cynthia Rothrock, they don't appear till 53 minutes in the fucking film of an hour and, technically, hour and 24-minute movie. And you start with this fucking guy who can't act, and Casper Van Dien, who is a better actor than Nevsky. And really, they hire this lady who's become their secretary. They talk to Matthias Hughes at the strip club, and he tries to run off. They catch up to him. He beats the fuck out of Casper Van Dien. And then Nevsky gives like one or two punches to Matthias Hughes and knocks him down. And then they've caught him, and you don't see him until the very end of the film. So that's a waste of Matthias Hughes. And then they're talking, they're trying to figure out what to do, and then Nevsky calls his boss, his former captain, hey, I need some guy, I need my friends. What friends? We've never even heard of these people. We've never even seen anything of your friends. I need my friends. Who? And 53 minutes in, here's 4 people on a boat on the water. It's Olivia Gruner, who again, I liked in Nemesis, Automatic, and Angel Town. Cynthia Rothrock and Don the Dragon Wilson. And then this fourth guy, who the fuck is this guy? The fourth guy they're with is like some other Russian dude. Who the fuck is this guy? Like, why do you have Olivia Gruner, like 3 martial artists, and then one guy no one's ever fucking heard of before? Who's not a martial artist, he's just another Russian dude. Who the fuck is he? Why is he in it? Is he a friend of Nevsky's? Is that why? Is he a friend of this fucking guy? Is that why? And then, like, the finale is equivalent to you and your friends in your backyard having some toy guns going pew pew, bouncing some trees, pew pew. Maybe 2 or 3 explosions. One with really, really bad CGI. One is because Don the Dragon Wilson throws a couple grenades. And I think there was one more. But like boring, routine, nothing gun battle. I don't know why Cynthia Rothrock's character has a fucking pink purple hair. You're a whoever mercenary. I don't even remember the character's name. Is she a mercenary? Is she a soldier? Is she what? I guess a friend of Nevsky's. Why are you going to the jungle with pink purple hair? Don't you think people are going to notice pink purple hair? You ain't going to put on a fucking hat or something? I'll let you borrow my fucking hat. But you don't go out there with pink purple fucking hair? But, so, I wouldn't even give a shit about that if it was fun or entertaining, but it's the total opposite. It was a fucking chore to sit through. And the lead Russian guy, he's trying to shoot all still, and for some reason I want to use the word stoically. I don't think that's a word, but still, like, he's trying to be Arnold when he was in Commando or Predator. But no, Arnold had presence. And he had capable directors. I hate to say it, Mark Dacascos, but you were not a capable director in this instance. You were not. You did a really bad job in this. I know that's harsh, but sometimes you gotta be harsh. And the guy just pew 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 pew. God, this guy has about as much charisma as my fucking chair. In fact, my chair has more charisma. There's more fucking... Lisa's like, what is this, from the 60s or 70s? At least there's something to talk about. I like this fucking guy. He's up there with the lights of Jalal Murray, whatever the fuck his name is. All two of you recognize that fucking name of that lousy fucking action star from back in the day. Or that fucking guy from, what was it, Karate Cop or something? Like, he kept kicking people in the balls. I forget the fucking guy's name. But Dolly Dragon throws a couple grenades. Others are shooting people. Cynthia Rothrock fights a couple. It seems like she does the most of the martial arts compared to everyone. You know, fights these 3 people with some sticks and then fights a couple others. Dolly Dragon Wilson does a little bit of fighting. The most he gets like a jump kick and then like a side kick. Olivia Gruner does a little bit of fighting. But it's all like... maybe you would find in a Walker, Texas Ranger episode. Maybe. And that's being an insult to Walker, Texas Ranger. It just... you have your chance with all these fucking people. And you blow it so badly, man. Fucking pathetic. It's pathetic. That's why it gets a 2.99 to be. It's pathetic. Much ado about nothing. And they get Tagawa. The others leave. And Kevin Van Dien and the lead guy take him back. And they take Mathias, they take him to his place. They bring in Tia Carrera, and Tia Carrera looks at him and shoots them. Shoots Mathias, shoots Tagawa. She walks off, and then the 2 guys are trying to sit by a body of water, smoking cigars, and going, hey, we should go to Cuba. Go to Cuba. Go to hell. By that, go to fucking hell. Jesus Christ, man. This was just absolutely pathetic. That is the best word to use this, to describe this. It's pathetic. If you watch the trailer, if you watch clips, you'll know what I'm talking about, man. And people who keep saying stuff like, well, you're being too harsh, you expect too much. No, that is bullshit. That is making excuses. Because if you don't hold people accountable, then they keep making shit. But I want them to get better. And you can't tell me it's budget when I've given you over a dozen other examples of low-budget films that did it well. With Angel Town to Drive. Hell, Jeff Wincott. Watch Last Man Standing, Mission of Justice. Just to name 2. Jess Speakman. Watch Deadly Outbreak, Street Night, Land of the Free. And The Perfect Weapon, which I love. I mean... PM Entertainment films. Go watch some of those. Find those out. Out there in the World Wide Web. This is so... it was a bad decision to have this guy be the star of the film. It was a bad decision to have over 2/3 of the film just be a buddy movie between Nevsky and Casper Van Dien. It was a mistake to have all these other people put in the background given nothing to do. It was a mistake to have this cheap jack horseshit of a film that it doesn't look like it costs much of anything. Now, if you want to see mercenaries in the jungle, watch Men of War with Dolph Lundgren. Which I got right over here. I reviewed this film. Watch this film. Like, maybe they should have watched this film to see how it's done right. Watch this film instead. This is a damn good movie that went straight to video from Dimension. Dimensional video. But this movie doesn't deserve a fucking Blu-ray. And that pisses me off that there are films out there that don't have a... Deadly Outbreak, Street Night, Land of the Free, Drive with Mark Dacascos. Like, I'm sure there's many films you could mention that don't have a fucking Blu-ray, but this pathetic piece of shit does. But I'm tired of talking about this fucking bullshit movie. Yeah, this movie is... I don't... If you like the film, to each their own. I would love to know why, though. I would love to know why. Please do. Please do. There's not a good thing I can say about this film. This film is fucking horrible. If you think Skin Trade with Dolph Lundgren is bad, with him and Tony Jaa, which I think is a good movie. I did that when I did my Dolph Lundgren marathon. Watch a movie like this. Skin Trade, I think, is good. I could go on with the amount of movies. Direct-to-video Van Damme films like Wake of Death and Until Death, which that's more of a drama, but better movie. The Order with Van Damme. Fun direct-to-video action film, unlike this. Fuck, even Steven Seagal has done better with Urban Justice and... What was the one fucking... Pistol Whipped. Like, those are better than the... just pathetic. Best word to describe is pathetic. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.